Hey, Assalamu alaikum. The previous video we had discussed about the coenzyme CoQ10 benefit. So what is the coenzyme CoQ10? So the coenzyme CoQ10 is the essential coenzyme work for the production of ATP from the mitochondria. And on the other hand, it is also antioxidant and it will decrease the inflammation and a lot more things. Basically, the coenzyme CoQ10 basically increase during the adulthood while decrease after the basically the 50 to 60 year age. So the coenzyme CoQ10 required as a supplementation in the aging time. So in this way, it required too much coenzyme CoQ10. So why coenzyme CoQ10 is too much important? Without coenzyme CoQ10, the energy production is impossible. In this way, you will feel the tiredness, fatigue, nausea, and the anxiety, depression, stress, neurodegeneration, Huntington disease, Parkinson disease, and on the other hand, the can be a multiple sclerosis and the bipolar disorder, as well as psychosis. So anyway, all brain problems occur due to the coenzyme CoQ10 as well as the magnesium. And on the other hand, also important the vitamin B12. But in this video, we will understand about the deficiency of the coenzyme CoQ10 will lead to cause many problems. So here is the notes. I will understand you up with the notes which that showing in the screen. First of all, the aging. The ATP production decrease and the inflammation and oxidative stress will increase because the coenzyme CoQ10 is responsible for the decrease of the oxidative stress. In this way, the reactive oxygen species increase will lead to oxidative damage. And in this way, the increase the damaged DNA will lead to progress the cancer. Heart disease can be possible because the requirement of the ATP in the heart muscle cell is more and more. In this way, whenever the electron transport chain will not work due to the deficiency of the coenzyme CoQ10 will lead to not produce too much ATP, and in this way, the mitochondria also damage. And in this way, the mitochondria when damaged, so not produce the too much ATP. In this way, the muscle contraction and relaxation of the heart will decrease. And in this, the problem is that the heart disease, the oxidative stress and damaged heart tissue can be possible. The diabetes is can also possible, and the consumption of the sugar decrease and the anaerobic respiration will increase. Will lead to produce more and more ATP through the glycolysis and lactic acid fermentation. In this, the efficiency of the ATP through the anaerobic or ancient fermentation will lead to cause many problems. Like the energy rich condition can be sensitive and can be sensed through the cell due to the more ATP production, but this is the anaerobic ATP production. So in this way, our cell will recognize that the too much ATP, and in this way, the AMPK pathway will not activate. In this way, the repair of the DNA and the damaged cell recycling will be stopped, while the mTOR pathway will activate due to the rich amount of the ATP ratio ADP. And in this way, the more ATP will lead to trigger the mTOR pathway for retention and maintenance of the damaged cell, even the damaged mitochondrial cell. So in this way, the cancer can be progressed. But anyhow, this basically is the diabetes basically is the increase due to the consumption of the sugar and decrease and anaerobic respiration increase, while the cancer anaerobic respiration will lead to cause muscle fatigue due to the lactic acid formation and a lot more muscle cramp and the tiredness, fatigue, nausea, anxiety, stress, depression, and a lot more things. So let's understand about the cancer. So basically, the deficiency of the coenzyme CoQ10 can also cause the cancer. How it is possible? It is rare, but it can be occur. Reactive oxygen species will produce more, and due to the deficiency of the coenzyme CoQ10 will lead to basically an anaerobic respiration will lead to damage the DNA and mitochondria cause the basically cancer. So in this way, the neurodegenerative disease are also possible due to the low level of the ATP decrease the enzyme working for the repair DNA and the neurons. In this way, the bipolar disorder and Huntington disease can be possible, and the brain neurodegeneration as well as the multiple sclerosis can be possible. In this, the memory loss, bipolar disorder and memory loss, Alzheimer's disease, and the other neurodegenerative disease can be possible, like the psychosis, depression, anxiety, stress, and the brain inflammation. On the other hand, the supplementation can be ubiquinol, which that is the active form, or ubiquinone, which that is the oxidized form. So basically, it's the oxidized form or the ubiquinol, which that is the active form, as a supplementation, which that soft gel or the capsules for better absorption. On the other hand, the choose reputable brand. So choose a reputable brand, which that is important. So I hope you make sense about that. Basically, the deficiency of the coenzyme CoQ10, which that will lead to cause many problems, because it is basically energy ATP generated from the electron transport chain in the mitochondria. Why? Because the ATP synthase enzyme work, and also the transport of the electron through the coenzyme CoQ10 as a mobile protein containing coenzyme CoQ10 basically will transfer the electron efficiently, and in this way the leakage of the electron will not possible. In this way the reactive oxygen species will not possible due to this electron reduced after the complete the electron transport chain to produce more ATP. And in this way, basically, it is the important thing you should need to understand. I hope you make sense about that. In this video, we have discussed about the deficiency of the coenzyme CoQ10. So, see you in the next video. For this, and bye. Allah Hafiz.